No, can you not do that? You'll blunt them.
Ooh, do you hear that, lads? He says we'll blunt the knives.
Hello, and welcome to the Second Breakfast Club. Hope you're having a wonderful day and an even better breakfast. And today's video, we're doing something a little different than what I've normally done. And basically, I just wanted to take some time to talk about some issues that I feel are wrong with the game, and that I would like to see fixed, changed, or maybe even just things added, okay, to improve the game. Just to clarify, I'm talking about LOTR Rise to War, that clearly I have been playing and uploading to this channel. So let's just jump over to the game, and I'm going to point out some of the things that I have issue with. So we're going to jump over here. Alright, so here we are in the game. This is my my Good Faction account, and I wanted to talk about, for starters, right now, in my server, in Season 4, we finally have the Heart of the Hero, okay, for the weekend. This is the first time we get it. And we finally have it available. You can go out and attack different bosses. All right. Now, this is a minor complaint, and maybe it's just me. I never have bosses near me. Like, they are never close enough. They are always managed to be so far out of reach. I'm not building a fort just to go and attack a boss who may or may not still be there by the time I get there. Okay? And it's not like, you know, I don't know about you, but I can't constantly be just sitting by my phone or with my iPad with the game open, waiting for bosses to pop up, or waiting for troops to march from one area, set up a fort, and then march to another area just to reach these bosses. And at the same time, you know, it's possible, well, not this one here, but that they're already being attacked and getting destroyed. But like, I feel like I never have any of these bosses close to me. Like, this is in the search, and it's way up here. Like, I'm not making it to that. No, it's not happening. Not to mention, it's all controlled by these are evil controlled lands, so I can't even really get to those if I wanted to. I don't know. It's to me, it's frustrating not being able to get these boss tiles closer. And this search feature is also very limited for them. I think there should be a radius that you can actually change. They should add that on here. They should make it so you can search for that you can adjust this radius for a smaller radius to a larger radius. That would be a nice addition. However, again, I feel like these bosses, and maybe it's just my bad luck in this matter of, they're never near me. Like, I cannot reach any of these bosses, and it's been rather frustrating for me personally. Another complaint I wanted to, or a point of frustration I wanted to bring forward, is to do with fellowships. And this goes hand in hand the same with warbands, right? Your fellowship has roles for the leaders, right? So you get this little symbol here. I'm not a leader currently, mainly because I just don't, I don't have the time to dedicate to really how much work it takes to run a fellowship. I've done it before in the previous seasons, and it's exhausting and demanding. Okay, and there's no reward, there's no benefit, there's no real purpose to being a leader in a fellowship, other than maybe you just like to be the boss and tell people what to do. I don't know. There's no point to take on a leadership role and have that added stress of trying to run a fellowship, manage a whole group of people, can be up to 100 people, and then there's coordinating with other fellowships within your faction, and it can be frustrating and rather overwhelming at times. And there's no, like I said, there's no benefit to doing it unless maybe you're just a psychopath and you love stressing yourself out running a fellowship. I don't know. I don't see a point. And I think that something that the developers could implement into the game that would be beneficial for and like a perk for taking on a leadership role is, for starters, make defined titles. Like, clearly here you have the leader, the complete, like the top leader of the fellowship. They got the gold helmet here, and then the sub leaders, the I don't know, whatever you want to call them, they have this silver helmet. Give it more. Go more into depth on that, and add titles to these roles. Make roles. You know, you can have a specified diplomat leadership position, and maybe like a war coordinator. Just, you know, create different roles within the actual fellowship and warband leadership. Designate certain people to certain things, like a fellowship recruiter. You know, obviously you can do these things. You know, out of game with your, like, if you run a Discord server and you can appoint people, maybe, you know, give them titles maybe in there, I don't know, but like just something in game so people can really see the hierarchy of your group and who's responsible for what. And not only can you know, maybe go more into depth with giving actual titles and roles, positions, but add bonuses, perks to actually filling those spots. You know, maybe a fellowship recruiter can get, I don't know, added a bonus to like their conscription time speed. You know, they takes them, you know, they get like 5% faster conscription, and you know, various little perks that you can give them that help them in game as mechanics, you know, just to add that incentive for taking on this responsibility. You know, it would make it, I don't know, it would make people want to be leaders, and it'll make leaders stay, because I know one problem that we had in my first season was we were playing in Gondor and our leadership just abandoned us. They just stopped playing because things got hard with the season. We were, we were on top, doing the best in the whole server, and then all of a sudden we had a drop in player count, and our leaders just said, nah, screw it, we're gone. We're not bothering with this anymore. And we had to scramble. And actually, the people you see here, for the most part, Aurelius, Raylan, and Chrissy there, you know, we them and myself kind of took over. And it was a struggle. It was fun. But at the end, it was exhausting. And they're still doing a great job. I'm very happy with them, and they've stuck with it. But I don't know. I would like to see more, a more intricate fellowship system and warband. You know, make it more appealing to be a leader. I know I'm probably just rambling now and going on a spiel that nobody gives a shit about, but that's my 2 cents with that. I mean, I don't know. There could be more incentive for it. Offer actual perks, give titles. That'd be nice. The store sucks. Okay, like the only thing in here that I find worth getting is this and this. That's it. That's all I'm ever going to spend on. Maybe one of these. I don't even know. I don't think it's worth it. Maybe this. Not worth it. Put some shit in here that's actually worthwhile. Throw a piece of gear in there every now and then. Piece of gear, maybe a respect item. Like, give stuff to the players that they can actually maybe carry forward with them. You know what I used to like? I used to like how in the beginning, I'm pretty sure this Fellowship store, none of the items had the timers on them. The server, the season timers for expiration. So you could just load up on stuff in here, and it was awesome. Those items were, they could stay and follow your account season to season. That was cool. That was a cool feature. Another thing that maybe they can implement more features for is gold. Late game, gold is pointless. It is. There's no reason to bother trying to get gold. Like, once you've gone through and upgraded all your troops to the max of what they can get, which obviously I've yet to do. We're still early on, and I don't have enough gold. And the Heart of the Hero is this is the first time it's coming up, which was always a good way to get gold. But once that's over, there's you just stack up millions of gold, and you can't do anything with it. It'd be nice, the one good thing that sometimes happens, but it's not even guaranteed. For me, it rarely happens. And even when it does show up, the little in here, you get in the tavern, there's one of the tips pops up, and it's an option to purchase equipment, different equipment, right? And I'll have 3 options. For the most part, even when it does show up for me, it always is the Matham vouchers. It's never like you can get the gold, which when that happens, when you can purchase a piece of gear with gold, that's awesome. But for me, and maybe other people, it's pretty rare that pops up, in my opinion. Maybe others have had different experiences with that. But to me, I find that frustrating. Because gold could be a good equalizer for free-to-play players to get gear and use it for various things. Basically gear. You should be able to use gold to purchase more gear. Like, when you come over here into the exchange, why is none of this purchasable with gold? Also, these prices are the same as when they come up in the tavern. So it's not even like a special bonus for getting that option to buy this in the tavern, because if this comes up in the tavern, it's still going to be 300 Matham vouchers, which is shit. Not spending it. No, thank you. Not going to happen. And they still got freaking scrap metal over here, which, I mean, that's another issue I'll touch on in just a second. But yeah, make stuff buyable with gold. Because right now it's just got there's no, I don't know, there's not enough use for it. So I think using gold in more circumstances to get gear, for example, would be a great way to really help free-to-play players make a difference on their account. Because otherwise, you're sitting in the Matham shop and you're making polls and you're spending money, and it's too much. It's too much. And then the other thing I wanted to touch on was the scrap metal, which we're going to jump over to my other account, actually. So just one second. Okay, so here's my evil account. I didn't mean to click on that. I wanted... Here. Matham Exchange. Look at this. I have 298 scrap left here. Or equipment fragments, what they're called. Right? 298. These items cost 300. I can't use it. There's not possible for me to get 2 more pieces of equipment fragments to purchase one of these items and then bring this down to 0 and spend it all. So I just have sitting here for complete waste 298 of these fragments. Why? This, I mean, it's a minor thing in retrospect, but to me, this just annoys the hell out of me. This is so frustrating that this is just sitting here and I can't do anything with it. It's just, I mean, I guess it's more like an OCD type thing, right? You know, that doesn't really affect my game and gameplay, but it's just annoying that it sits here and I can't do anything with it. Yeah, I'm 2 pieces off from being able to get, exchange it for something. Why have it there? Why even still have these showing up? Who still has a bunch of the scrap, these equipment fragments that they're actually purchasing shit in this Matham exchange with it? Who's doing that? Because they took that option away. You can't get equipment fragments anymore, which I wish they would bring that back, because honestly, that was a fantastic feature. Like, that was something that really helped free-to-play players more, because you could just scrap all this crap gear that you get and exchange it for nice gear. And yes, I will say that that does help free-to-play players, but it also helps pay-to-win players a lot more too, because they're going to have a lot more junk equipment that they can scrap for, to get gear. But that's where I also was coming in with saying, well, you know what? They want to allow you to... They give you this option here to sell equipment. I don't know who actually wastes their time doing this. I mean, maybe it's worthwhile once you've imparted wisdom on all the commanders you really want to impart wisdom onto. So maybe it's worthwhile to put gold in there. But again, like I said, eventually gold is worthless. You're gonna have so much of it by the end of by the late game of your season that, what's the point? And it's not like it carries over to your account for the next season. Once the season's over, it's gone. Resets. So maybe that's another example of, okay, I get all this shitty equipment, I exchange it for gold, and then maybe I can use that gold over here in the Matham exchange, and instead of this being here for scrap or the equipment fragments, I can purchase something with gold. Make that a feature, because you have it come up every now and then in the tavern, which again is very rare. Make it a feature in the Matham exchange. Also, give me 2 goddamn pieces of equipment fragment so I can get rid of it all and make that purchase, because that is just so frustrating to me. But I don't know. I think that's the end of my rant. I'm sure I could think of other ideas, other things that can improve the game. But I'm not going to go on a longer rant than I've already done. And I'm sure you don't want to hear it. But if you have any ideas, any things that you would like to see added or fixed or changed about the game, please comment down below. Let me know. We can have a conversation about it in the comments. And maybe with, some of the comments you guys leave and conversation we have, I can make another video with more shit to complain about. Because boy is it easy to complain. All right. Thank you again for watching. I appreciate it again. Please drop a like, or hit the like, drop a comment, and let's talk about how to make this game better. And hopefully, maybe we'll see improvements. Not that I have a lot of, not that I have any pull or say, But who knows? Maybe if we get enough people talking about it, things will change. So, again, thank you. And I hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you next time.